Hi guys, got another video for you and I'm doing a makeup tutorial-ish, sort of. I just thought I would do a really funky evening-ish dress-up makeup for you, which I'm wearing now, using my gorgeous Violet Voss Nicol Concilio palette that I received in a competition by Box Session, a Facebook group for beauty lovers, beauty box lovers I should say, and beauty lovers and makeup and all that. And yeah, I won it. Now this cost about £45 and I received this just before Christmas. Look at those colours. They are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I have been playing around with it for quite a while and I have done a few looks, and some of you have asked if I'd be making videos on the makeup looks that I've done. So I thought, right, I'll do it. I need to put some makeup on today. So I thought I would use this palette. So the look I created is the one that you can see, so quite a dramatic, bit of blue, bit of copper, bit of orange, bit of brown, bit of gold, bit of everything. So if you want to see how I created this look, then carry on watching the video. So I've prepped my face, it's all done, it's all waiting for this makeup to go on. And I've got Optical Illusion Primer by Urban Decay, just to try and smooth out my pores and try and disguise them a bit. So the foundation I'm going to use is Yves Saint Laurent, and it's the All Hours foundation, and this is shade B30. So I'm just going to set my eyebrow area and my eyes just so that I can create a look, but I'll do everything else afterwards. Once I've created my dramatic eye look, I will go in with a concealer, powder, bronzer and all that jazz. So yeah, so I'm just going to set my eyebrows, and I'm just using first thing I picked up this morning, which is Rimmel Instafix. So I do this because because I've got hardly any eyebrows, if I don't set my eyebrows in place, with a bit of powder I mean, then any eyebrow product that I put on my eyebrows will just slide off. So it needs to be a dry matte base. So yeah, got to be careful, because normally at this point I do set my under eyes as well, but I don't want to do that yet because I want to leave it to the last minute. Next I do my eyebrows, and maybe I shouldn't be doing this today on a tutorial, but it's brand new. It's a MAC and it's just an eyebrow pencil, very fine. I got it off the Feel Unique website, and yeah, it's got a very fine nib. The only thing that's missing is a spoolie, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, I normally like the Benefit, the Precisely My Brow, but I didn't have it in my shade across different websites, so I saw this for, I think it was on promotion for about £13. So yeah, so my first MAC product. So I'm just filling in my eyebrows. Using a clear brow gel, it's by Brow Coat. I'm just going to set my eyebrows in place, and I do this a couple of times because because I've got hardly any eyebrows, I want to create an illusion of thick bushy ones, which is hard, but I find by, as you saw, applying the eyebrow pencil and then creating a thicker look underneath, which is quite hard to look natural. So there is a bit of a technique where I blend it out, add a bit more, blend it out, add a bit more, and it tends to look a little bit like strokes, you know, natural hair strokes. So then using a clear eyebrow gel, you'll see I will just brush up like that, and then I might do this 2 or 3 times, and eventually it just gives, might not give me that big bushy look that I would love, but it does create a bit of a bushier eyebrow and it looks quite natural, which is what I want to go for. I don't like the drawn on perfect insta brow. On me it doesn't suit me. I used to do it years ago in my 20s, but I don't think I could do that anymore. I just don't think it'll suit. So starting now with my Violet Voss palette, I am going to be using the very pale one here, and I'm going to use that as a base. And I've just got an EcoTools brush. So all the brushes that I'll be using in this video, I will list them all down below, and all the makeup products as well. So if you're curious to see what I use, then please click the Show More tab and it will bring up my description and all the lists of everything I've used. So it's all down there. So I will show you the makeup products I use, but I won't go into detail about the brushes I'm using. So yeah, so have a look there afterwards. Now I don't normally go for such a white base of an eyeshadow to start with. I normally like to go for a matte sort of beige off, you know, like a creamy colour. It's just more natural, but this is going to be a funky look. So yeah, so I wanted something to stand out a little bit more, so I thought I'd use what is in this palette. So next colour I'm using is Bruh. Is it B-R-U-H? So Bruh from the palette. I'm just sweeping it across my lid, mainly concentrating in the middle corners. Shall I zoom in a little bit? Will that be better? So yeah, so just sweeping it in the corners there in circular motions, really, really lightly. And I'm just using a Zoeva, and it's just a soft definer brush. It's a 227. So this is going to be the start of my colours, and for an eye look I generally use about 6 or 7 different colours. Not for a basic day-to-day, but if I want something a bit more standout-ish. Yeah. So I've got a 224 and it's a Luxe Defined Crease. I'm going in for a little bit of a darker shade, and this is the Blue, B-L-O-U, and it is that one there. So it's the one underneath. Just tap that. Again, concentrating in the crease and doing exactly the same. But this time bringing it out a bit more. Imagine I've got an invisible V there. So like that. I will be bringing this under as well. Concentrating more on the outer corner because you can see the difference there. So the intensity, it's a little bit more. So I'm just going to go under using the same brush, very lightly though, very, very lightly. The pigment on this palette is super. So yeah, just a slight dab. So many faces I pull when I do makeup, oh my word. Right, so slightly blend that together there, just so the outer corners connect. Very, very lightly, very lightly. So I'm using a 231 Petite Crease brush. I'm going next to, actually, it's called Hey Girl. That's the one I did use, so I'm using that one now. Concentrating just in the corners there. So I want that to come right over there and in the corner there, so you can see there really. I'm barely touching my skin, barely touching. It just means I've got more control over the actual brush and the colour application. Bringing it in here. I'm going back to the soft definer, but I'm going in with, very lightly, because it's quite a shimmer, it's LA, it's right down the bottom. Oh sorry, Victoria, that one there, right down there. Very, very lightly. I want to lighten up my orangey eye, but it is quite shimmery and there's no yellow mattes. So let's see what this looks like. Oh, I love it. Yeah, it is nice. It's not as in your face as I thought. Again, very, very lightly, as if you're blending out the actual work you did before, you know? I'm bringing it in to the corners. So using a 234 smoky shader, I'm going to pat on, it's called Pingy. Oh, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's the gorgeous blue down the bottom there, onto the middles of my eyes. Creating like a mountain. Like a little bit of a mountain. Using a tiny little Luxe pencil brush, I'm going in with a really vibrant orange. It's called Mars, and it's that one at the top there. And I'm going around the edges. Just to make the blue pop a little bit more. Again, another amazing brush. Love it. So next, going in with Chocolate, using the same brush, which I've tried to get the excess Mars off. Darken at the outer corners. So I'm creating more of a dramatic look now. It'll all come together, hopefully anyway. I am sort of making this up as I go along. So creating that V. Which I'll blend in a minute, so I'm going to go actually in the corners now with the same colour. And I want to come right in the corner, and this is where this brush is amazing, because you can see it's got a really good point. I'm not going here, I'm just going in the very corners and bringing it out a little bit. There, can you see? Same here. Looking rather strange. So before I blend it all in, I'm going to do the bottom now, just to, yeah, I'm just going to do something there. So just going back onto the brushes that I have used, because the pigment is so strong, I'm not going to add any more colour. I'm just going to use what is on the brushes and add if I need to. Detail shader brush 237, and for LA, going back in with a brush I used to do the blue, I want to do a tiny bit under here. So that's how it looks so far. A bit bonkers. I'm trying to use as many colours as I can in this palette just to show you what they look like. So I'm using just a 228 crease brush. I'm going to blend it all together to just get a softer look. Very gently, because I don't want to get rid of everything I've done. There, can you see how it's softened quite a bit? It is a bit of a difference, isn't there? Still a long way to go. Going back in the chocolate shade, just darken up. So using a bit of spray on my blue, I'm just intensifying this colour. Looks a mess. So I'm just going to put my eyeliner on, and I'll put my eyelashes on, and then I'll come back and I'll do my concealer and tidy it all up and see how it all looks. So as you can see, it's a little bit more dramatic. So I've still yet to do the rest of my face and tidy up my under eye with concealer, but I have added some Eyelure Luxe Cameo False Eyelashes, and then I've got a Tarte eyeliner, so I've done all my rims in black, and then I've used a Kat Von D Tattoo eyeliner, liquid eyeliner, to do some cut eye flicks on the sides there, so you can see there. So I'm going to go in now with my Shape Tape by Tarte, and I'm going to tidy up underneath my eyes. that is super bright, I'm going in a tiny bit of the foundation and just blend it in a little bit to my face. So going back in with a fluffy brush underneath, just blend that out a little bit more just there. Not much on the brush at all because it was clean to begin with, but just for blending out. So going back with the Instamat, I'm going to set my under eye. And then using a clean brush, just slightly buff that out there. Only because I'm using powder products and I find I need to have a little bit of a slight powder base on my face to apply the powder products. Just using a Real Techniques contour brush, using Hoola Benefit bronzer. I'm using just a Rimmel basic bronzing powder. It's a matte one, which I like, just slightly going over where I've contoured. Bringing it up. So I'm using California by Benefit blusher, using Real Techniques blusher brush. Very lightly. Look at that pose. Last but not least, my Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in Sun Dipped, and I'm going to be using Moonstone at the top here, using just a Spectrum fan brush. Slight bit up there, a tiny bit on my bridge. Using my NYX, my favourite ever setting spray so far anyway, and it's the dewy one. So make sure my eye makeup isn't wrecked. Ooh. And then my lips. Quite a nude lip, I think. My trusty, I use this all the time, it's a Laura Mercier Hazelnut Tea pencil. Smith & Cult, a off pinky lip colour, a lip gloss. So not your everyday look, but I do enjoy doing looks like this now and again. I would wear this out for a night out, definitely, definitely. Makeup's supposed to be fun, so I thought I would just do as many colours as I can from this palette. So I have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it's hailing outside. Oh, rain. So I've done 8 of these colours, so yeah. And the colours I use, I'll write down below as well. I just thought I would just show you. Excuse the noise of hail. But I'll just show you close up what it looks like. Bit weird, but quite fun, And my hairband's falling off now. So what do you think of this look? What do you think? I did make it up as I went along, and I wanted to use as much colours as I could, but wasn't really sure on what to do, so there I am. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, it'd be lovely, as always, if you could leave me a big thumbs up, and also comment down below as well if you'd like to see me do any more makeup, any particular makeup looks at all, any tutorials, in-depth tutorials, anything like that. I'd love to have a bit more feedback. So if you haven't done so already, it'd be lovely if you'd subscribe to my channel, and yeah, I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye bye.